couple of weeks back, I was doing a live and somebody asked me who my favorite prophet was. And I said, easy, Prophet Musa, peace be upon him, is my absolute favorite. And may Allah bless the person. They were like, that's the wrong answer. Your favorite prophet should be Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And I got so agitated. I was just like, yep, okay, sure. And hung up the live. And I explained in the moment, or at least afterwards, the next live that I did, that the reason why the Prophet Moses, peace be upon him, is my favorite is because he has a speech impediment and anxiety, which your girl has, both. You know, like, Musa is amazing. I think he's one of the most human prophets that there is. And I mean that in like a metaphorical way. He's always questioning. He's always seeking. He's always frustrated. And I bring this all up because today I was introduced to yet another reason why I love Prophet Musa, peace be upon him. And today, I find yet another reason to love him that much more, to find myself in him that much more. Today was not a good day. It was not a good day for Ramadan. It was not a good day for me. It was not a good day for my piety. I complained a lot today. Today I was exhausted. Today I didn't see the reason why I gave up coffee. I didn't see the reason why I couldn't sleep at night. I didn't see the reason why I should be thankful for the acts of service that I'm doing for people. Today I just didn't see the reason. And I called my best friend and I complained about the silliest, dumbest, stupidest nonsense. And I'll tell you, I got off that call and I got home and I prayed, I took a shower, prayed Asr, took a nap, woke up, broke my fast, prayed Maghrib, and I sat down and I watched Quran 30 for 30. And I'm catching up on them. But I watched just 16 and 15. And they're about Prophet Musa. And about the fact that if only he had been more patient. Here we are looking at one of the most important prophets in the history of the Abrahamic religions. Not that there's like a hierarchy, I guess, but just like he's a very, very important prophet. And in his humanity and in Allah's divine wisdom, Musa was not only a prophet, but he was very human with it. He had a speech impediment. He had anxiety. Like, he needed his brother to be with him. He questioned Allah constantly. He thought that he knew everything. And so therefore, Allah was like, you need to humble yourself. Go and sit with Qurir. Qurir? Might have gotten the name wrong. Apologies. And he was impatient. He was impatient. I am so impatient for things. You know, from the littlest of things, like there's a situation happening in my life that I just want it to be over with. I just want it to be done. And it just started. It's a hardship that just started like a week ago. And I just want it to be done already. And even though in the moment when the hardship started, I knew it for the answer. It was from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I just was like, cool, here's my answer. And I didn't realize, like, of course, this answer requires effort. This answer requires work. And so here I am on like day 5 of this issue or this situation, and it's a blessing in a great many ways. Inshallah, it will be a blessing at the completion of the situation. But today I was just, why does this have to happen? And with my car, as so many of you guys have borne witness to, patience. I lack it so severely. I had to take my car in to get my tire fixed again and to get my tires rotated, and it took an hour. And in the hour that I was sitting there, I read the Quran, great. But then they were playing news that just kept coming in through my earphones, and I was just angry. I was just angry because the news was interfering with my ability to focus. And instead of me calling upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I just got angry. And I just called my dad. I quit reading the Quran and I just called my dad and just talked to my dad because I just was so angry. And then there's a situation where I can't talk about it, but it's not a bad or a good thing. It's just something that could be beautiful. And it's something that could be nothing. But in the moment right now, it is lovely, just as it is. And I am so desperately impatient to know how it will end. I am so desperately impatient to want more of it, to want the beauty of it, that I am potentially causing myself fitna and making this thing become less lovely just in my impatience. And the beautiful part of Musa, peace be upon him, is that Allah loved him even in spite of his impatience. Allah blessed him with miracles even in spite of his impatience. Allah loved the Prophet Musa so much that he saw a man constantly seeking answers and gave him divinity through answer, gave him divine answer to his questions. And how many times in the last 6 months have we demanded of Allah, why do we have to witness this? Why does this have to happen? Why are these horrible things happening? Why are these atrocious grievances upon the earth being allowed to happen? And we won't get those answers through divine decree anymore. But we have the knowledge, we have the answers if only we're willing to open our eyes. For is there any good that comes out of great atrocity? Unfortunately, yes. And it's not the good that those who do the oppression tell us it is. It is the good that comes from the knowledge that there are so many lessons to be learned. There is so much love to be gained. There is so much charity to be given. There is so much to be given up in the face of atrocity. We become better people merely through the act of bearing witness, and through the act of genuine bearing witness, we commit to become better humans by acts of doing. And I would have loved if we lived in a world in which we didn't have to have atrocity cause us the reflection moments. I would love it if Ramadan actually caused people to have permanent reflection upon their life. I would love it if Sunday caused people to have permanent reflection upon their life. I would love it if the Sabbath caused people to have permanent reflection upon their life. But the reality is that we as humans are an impatient species. And we're so impatient that in the midst of our acts of worship, we are looking for what we are doing later. How many of us in the midst of our acts of worship are thinking about what lunch will be, or what dinner will be, or what iftar will be? How many of us are looking ahead instead of looking in the moment and saying, I am thankful, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the lessons that you're giving me, and I am sorry for my impatience, and I love you, and I love you, and I love you. May Allah bless you all for this rant. I'm sorry.